Take 42. Oh, hey everybody out there in YouTube land. You kind of gave me a little start. Yes, it is Amateur Artist Mark D channel once again from ManLand. Well, this here video is going to be kind of a shorty. But I was sitting there conversing there with David West. That's right. Y'all know David West, don't you? If you don't, you need to check that link in the description box below concerning the fire roll. See, I like these little challenges that test my own ability. It's not the fact that I think I can do better than anybody else out there. Lord knows I can't. But it does do myself a little challenge. That means I ain't got to leave my couch very far. That's right. I'm a couch potato. It's a one-handed fire roll challenge. I kind of like that idea. I thought I'd sit there and do it right here on the porch of this here apartment. Because it's just that simple. Well, I ain't gonna be that simple with just one hand. Now, before I get started here, y'all gonna hear some youngins in the background, and hopefully we won't get interrupted by them asking me all kinds of questions. But as far as David West, I wasn't able to give my true value impersonations of him and his channel. David appears to be somebody that is really into this fire roll. He has made several videos on it and other variations thereof. Now, it was Boggy Creek Beast that I first saw this technique with. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you right now, this is another fire starting technique that I just happen to find very, very interesting. It is one of the most low impact, low energy type of fire sources there is, besides taking a lighter out there with you or a ferro rod. It is another technique that is worth learning, and I've not gotten into the advanced stages of taking natural materials out there and trying this same technique with yet. I haven't, but I intend to do that. Right now, I'm still fascinated with the cotton ball and the properties thereof. I mean, cotton balls are amazing. I mean, you could take a cotton ball and light it up with a ferro rod. I mean, it just goes poof like gasoline. But that same cotton ball, you can't ignite it with a magnifying glass to save your soul. So there's some wonderful techniques with and properties of cotton balls that just dumbfounding to me. But this here technique does indeed work really well with a cotton barrel. So we're going to try this right here. I'm going to point the camera down. We're going to do this unedited to that point, one-handed. Now let me explain something to you. I'm kind of what you term ambidextrous, but that's not really true to the whole fullest sense. I write left-handed, not right-handed. But usually whenever I pick an object up with for the very first time is how I like to use it. As an example, well, when it comes to a baseball, I throw a baseball right-handed because most gloves are left-handed to catch with. And I throw a football left-handed. I bowl left-handed, throw horseshoes left or right, shoot a rifle right-handed, shoot a pistol left-handed, but I use my right eye. It's kind of crazy how I do things. But and another thing too, when it comes to using a mouse, the old-fashioned mouse or even a new optical mouse, I'm left-handed with a mouse, but when it comes to the touchpad, I'm right-handed. Go figure. And I don't know about y'all, but my mama would have knocked the teetotal living life out of me if I didn't pick my feet up when I walk. Alrighty then, got the camera going one more time. Got the thing pointed down here to the table. Old David said one of the easy ways to take this cotton ball and take it and shake it with your hand. I always try to look for the start of it. and see if I can find the opening. I think I found it. Now David, you're good enough to do this thing with just a half a cotton ball. I'm not. For some reason, every time I try the half, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't get lucky with it. Now the wind's wanting to blow and work against me. Y'all hang on. I know you may not be able to. All I'm doing now is widening the cotton ball out with my fingers here. And I'm going to be using the Babo cleanser, which is just like the Comet. It's a look-alike for Comet, and this has taken me a while because, like I say, it's one-handed. And I'd like to sit there and say that even though this is difficult to do with one finger or one hand, because I'm not used to using just one hand, that the fire roll works. It's very easy to do, and I encourage y'all to get out there and try this. Do not believe that this is some kind of a myth, that people are just making this up. It does work. And I'm going to put this cleanser on here, and as a rule of thumb, sprinkle a little bit out on just 1/3 of your cotton, and then you just proceed to roll it up. Now my right hand, of course, is stuck in my pocket here, and this is just challenging. I'm actually right-handed when it comes to rolling the cotton ball up. I'll actually take my hand and roll it this way. Like I say, I'm just used to using both limbs or digits or whatever you want to call it at one time. Let's put the cap back on here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to roll this cotton ball up on the table. I've already done a test previously on this table. That's why it's dark here, because I knew that if I had this board down as my base plate, it was sliding back and forth, and I wasn't able to cheat using my hand to hold it. So that's why I'm putting it directly on top of this. My wife's not going to be a happy camper, but she's not here to see me do this. And by the way, a little shout out there to Armed Rogue. I noticed that you kind of gave up on this little technique, or at least you haven't done another video. Maybe this right here will give you some encouragement, because I'm doing it one-handed. All I'm doing is rolling it up really tight with my hand first. Then you take your board and roll it even tighter. Preferably something that has a textured surface. Sometimes concrete is too tough or too textured, like a concrete block. It may be too much, but then again, if it's kind of smooth, sometimes it's better. I would actually do this if I had access to a concrete walkway, which we do downstairs. This is what I would do it on, as long as it's not full of big old gravel and actually it's kind of a finished surface. But anyway, I'm going to put my leg up against this table here to keep the camera from shaking so bad. Let's see what we can get here. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Apply slight pressure. Watch that table. You'll probably see it start to turn. Alright. I'm looking at it, I don't see smoke, but that doesn't mean anything just yet. It got very close. I'm going to go ahead and give it another round here. Like I say, it's not 100% every time, y'all. I'm not used to doing this one-handed, so I got to apply the right pressure. There it goes. Now it's smoking. I don't know if I can actually get this to an ember or not, because I can't break it open one-handed. I'm going to let that sit there and smolder while it's doing that. I'm gonna get some pine straw, which has not been processed. Like I say, I am one-handed here. Now, this is not a timed event. Now you can see the ember here. Hopefully that's in frame, I don't know. And I'm going to put it here inside my hobo stove when I actually get into the flame. Now this will burn for a little while. The trick is trying to get this thing closed. Oh, maybe too close. I'm using my right hand just to move the can out the way. Oh, default. I should have done that. It's actually doing pretty good. And I hope I'm in frame here. As they always say on YouTube, can you see that? Oh, the wind blew it together for me. Look at there. Alright. Not bad. Not bad at all. This is my hobo stove here. Set it to the side. Using my right hand, of course. Getting that on out of the way. Now this right here will clean up real nice and easy. Wow. Move this fire starter out of here. But anyway, that's left-handed. Appreciate it, y'all. This is Amateur Artist Martin D. Channel, wishing you and y'all a very happy YouTube experience out there. And now my fire's going out. I guess I didn't get rescued after all. Y'all take them easy and take them care. And arm row, don't give up, girl. I just did it left-handed. I should try this right-handed. I probably have better luck.